It's me, it's Queen El Setaru, and I'm coming to you today with another exciting edition of Ask an Aquarius. Okay, somebody asked me a question, and I thought it was rather interesting. She said that she has an Aquarius boyfriend, and as soon as she thinks she understands him, they've been together for 3 years. And she said as soon as she thinks she's starting to understand him, he does something out of the clear blue sky that doesn't match the pattern that she had already established for him. Okay? And she said it happens all the time. As soon as I think I got it, he does something out of the clear blue sky. So she asked me simply, why is Aquarius so unpredictable? And a lot of people say this about us. This is a very common Aquarius thing that people say, that we're unpredictable. And I'm going to tell you exactly why, because I know why. I always wanted to know this myself at one point. Basically, Aquarius are ruled by two planets, Saturn and Uranus. Thank God for Saturn. Saturn gives us our logical side, our balance, our intellect, that kind of thing. The other side is Uranus. Now, Uranus is a cool planet. I have nothing against Uranus. As a matter of fact, Uranus brings the fun. And with the Aquarius, it brings the fun, it brings the passion, it brings the, all of that. But it also brings the unpredictable nature. If you study the planet that rules your sign, you'll see some of the influence of that planet on your life. Saturn is pretty predictable. Uranus is not. Uranus has the weirdest things happen. According to scientists, Uranus's weather patterns change erratically. Lightning bolts come out of nowhere. Like the weather is completely unpredictable. Like on Earth, we're able to predict the weather to a certain extent. Sometimes the meteorologists are a little bit off, but for the most part, they know what one day is going to be to the next. Well, in Uranus, you can never do that. If you predicted it's going to rain tomorrow, it will definitely not rain. If you wake up and think it's going to snow, it's going to do something else. Uranus does its own thing, whatever that thing is, and that is the Aquarius. We just do our own thing. So sometimes that thing changes. You can't predict something that's unpredictable. And that's the thing. People try to clock us. They try to be like, okay, make a little chart, but it's not easy like that. Aquarius isn't like that. We're not a predictable sign. So for example, we get like these lightning bolts, like I said before, out of nowhere, of inspiration, of creativity, of just changing our mind. We could be planning to go someplace and tell you that we're going that place and then decide not to go that place on the way to that place. Literally, and you'd be like, but I thought you said you were going to Jersey. How'd you end up in Venus? In Vegas? And you're like, well, I was on my way to Jersey, and all of a sudden I saw a sign for a trip to Vegas, and it was on the spot, and it was $99 round trip, so I just took it. That's the Aquarius. Some of the times ideas come out of nowhere, from our own mind or from a billboard or from a book or something, and we just go with it. So you can't really expect an Aquarius to be predictable. Certain things you can predict, such as you can pretty much predict that an Aquarius is going to remember your birthday. Most of us are very romantic in that kind of way, and a lot of us love holidays. So you can predict that an Aquarius is going to remember your birthday. You can predict that an Aquarius is going to do certain things along those lines, but it's not everything, and you never know when we're going to veer off, and we don't know when we're going to veer off. So you can't clock us because we can't clock us. So, it's like, it just is what it is. People tell me all the times I did things that they were amazed that I would do. I remember one person saying, I never thought you'd leave me. And I was like, yeah, okay. You really wasn't predicting right. The Aquarius is very unpredictable. We know ourselves pretty well, and we know we have very strong principles. So certain things we will not do. You can predict that. If an Aquarius has a principle about something, that's something that they're not going to cross. For example, I don't believe in discriminating against people. So I'm not going to discriminate against a person for whatever reason. When I say discrimination, I mean to unfairly judge someone and treat them differently because of it. I'm not going to do that. So you can expect that from me, certain things you can expect from an Aquarius. You can expect that I'm going to disappear at times. You can expect those kinds of things. So some things you can expect. Some things are predictable, things that go along with our sign, things that go along with us. But at any given time, that can change. So that's why I'm saying to you, we can't really predict what we're going to do. So it's best to just not try. Don't try to predict your Aquarius. Just let them do what they do. One of the things about Aquarius is that you have to just let them be. Just let them be. Stop trying to predict them. Stop trying to clock them. Stop trying to tell them what to do. Just let them be. If you let an Aquarius be, they will always be around you. They will always seek you out because nobody else no, I ain't gonna say nobody, but a lot of people don't let us be. So if you are that person, we're always going to want to be around you. We're always going to seek you out. We're always going to come to you because we feel comfortable we feel like we can be ourselves. We feel like we're comfortable with ourselves around you. So we're always going to come around you. So don't try to predict what your Aquarius may and may not do. Just know that we're unpredictable and that these lightning bolts come out of nowhere. I get a spark of inspiration out of nowhere. Like I can just be in a tub, or I can be cooking, or I can be doing something totally unrelated, and an idea for a video will come, or an idea for somewhere to travel will come, or a book I should get. Like some of the times I dream about stuff and wake up and be like, okay, I gotta get this. I'll dream. One time I dreamt of a song I had heard like 10 years before. And I saw this situation. I dreamt of the song. I woke up and bought the song on YouTube, on iTunes. So it was like out of nowhere. And the person that I was with was like, you like that song? You never even mentioned that song before. And I was like, I forgot about it until I had that dream and the song was in the dream. So we get weird stuff like that intuitively, prophecies, just thoughts. We get all kinds of weird stuff and we just go with it. So we don't clock it. We don't try to predict it. So neither should you. Just enjoy it. That's what we do. We just enjoy it because usually those lightning bolts are fun. It's fun things, inspiring things, good ideas, great stories, So if your Aquarius is unpredictable, just go with it. Just go with it. As long as it's not harmful, just go with it. See you later. Oh, and don't forget, smack that red subscribe button and hit that bell if you haven't already. And if one of my videos really resonates with you, please pass it on to somebody else who I might be able to help. That's why I'm here. See you guys later.